Got a big Arsenal fan here. What have you thought of Arteta so far in his 2-year tenure at Arsenal? Has he been good, yay or nay? What's going on, my people? I'm back for another episode of Ask the Fans, and I'm down here on match day at the Emirates Stadium. But what I want to know from you and the people here at the ground, what have you made of Mikel Arteta so far at Arsenal Football Club? And also, what would you rate him out of 10 in his 2-year tenure? Let's go. So Mikel Arteta, this week's his 2 years in the job here at Arsenal Football Club. What have you made of it so far?
The man's got discipline.
Yep.
He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Everyone has to wake up and rise to the occasion of playing for this football club.
Yep.
And losers are not allowed at Arsenal.
Yes.
So we have to all respect Arteta. Forget about the 3 games at the beginning.
Yep.
We look at today and we look at that everyone eventually is starting to play for him.
Yep.
We're picking up the points, and you know what? Not bad to finish 3rd this year. Yep. Guaranteed from Save the Greek.
3rd, yeah?
3rd this year.
Wow.
Guaranteed from Save the Greek.
Okay, big up. Let me ask you, give him a rating out of 10 for his 2 years so far.
I have to be honest now, yeah? If I'm going to go with the process, whatever you call it, I'm going to give him a 8.5.
8.5? That's still high, it's a good rating.
Yeah, 8.5. If I'm going to go by our expectations as Arsenal fans, it's going to be a 7.
Okay, yeah.
But let's go, 8.5 Arteta.
If he gets that 3rd spot, would it be a 9 for you?
It's going to be a 9, yeah.
It's been ups and downs, it's been everywhere. Like first 3 games started off 20th. We were like, okay, is this really going somewhere? Then he's built up.
Yep.
We're now 4th going into Christmas.
Yep.
I'm starting to believe. Credit to them though. I'm starting to believe if we can get top 4.
Yep.
And probably win this tournament,
Yep.
I can probably start trusting the process.
Right.
Meantime, if we don't get top 4, win this, we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay.
But in my opinion, get top 4 is the main option.
Yep.
That's for me. It's top 4. I would love to have Champions League football back. We're all here would love to have Champions League football back. Is what we need.
100%.
So, and plus my rating for Mikel will probably be 6 out of 10. If you get
6, okay.
If you get top 4, probably 8 or 9.
Okay, 8 or 9. From 6 to 8 or 9. Okay, fair enough. Would you give him another contract yet, or would you wait until the end of the season?
It's hard to comment on that. I'll see where we end up at the end of the season, because obviously we still got to go through January, through all that. We've still got to go City at home in the first home game, Chelsea away, Tottenham away. We've still got all that. We'll see where we end up at the end of the season, and then I'll make my comment.
I'd say quite shaky, but you know, he's had good periods.
Yep.
I think he's quite tactically. I think he's good, but with the team selection, I don't quite think he's a.
Why would you say that? Who's players you kind of want to see that you think should be playing at Arsenal?
I know I might get a bit of stick for this, because you got Smith on one side and Saka, but I think Pepe deserves another shot. Because on his day, he is a baller. An absolute baller.
Okay. Let me ask you. Give me a score, a rating out of 10 for Arteta's 2 years.
I'm saying 6 or 7. More leaning towards a 6.
Okay.
Because under his reign, we've been in our worst period in 30 years.
Yeah.
But he's starting to turn it around, and honestly, I haven't been more excited about our club in a while since against Fulham at home where we won 3-0.
Yeah. All right. What does he need? Sorry to cut you there. What does he need to do for you to make it a 7?
I would say for the board, I think he's going to have to get European football. But for me, I'm going to say Champions League.
Arteta's got 2 years in the job at Arsenal. How have you rated his time here so far?
I think he's been good. Obviously, he's had a bit of flack in the press for his lack of experience, but he's come in, he's done his first job. He's now playing with his players, and you're starting to see a difference in the way the team are performing. And he's definitely got the dressing room behind him.
Yeah, 100%. Give me a rating for the whole season. Out of 10, what would you rate him so far?
I'd say a good solid 7.
7, yeah, fair.
There's still some work to do in January and in the summer in the transfer market to get his full squad, I suppose. But I think he's done really well tactically. He's fallen a little bit short in some games, but that's part of the learning experience. Without the experience, he's not going to improve, and we need him to get the experience to improve his team and get them back where they should be in Europe.
Yeah. What for you? What does he need to get another contract at the end of this season?
Top 6, absolute minimum into the Europa League. But I think, we're not in Europe this year. All the teams around us going for top 4. they're all in Europe, apart from Tottenham, who went out yesterday. So top 6 minimum, but this year, if we can get into the top 4, we can really build and attract those top players that we need to move on and get us challenging the top 3, which we're quite a bit off at the moment.
FA Cup saved him.
Yep.
Long way to go. It's been good. I'm seeing the process.
Yeah.
Like you guys always say, what is the process? How long is the process?
We're starting to kind of see it come to life.
I see it. Some of the kids may have saved him. The only thing I always think, could the players have played that way without him, with an upgrade?
Right.
That's all I think. I'm not talking about upgrading him.
Yeah.
If this goes out, people that know me are going to watch this, so I can't be saying that anyway. But that's it.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
it. He's good. I'm happy for now.
Give me a score out of 10. Give me a score out of 10 over his 2 years. What have you rated it? It's a tough one. It's a bit of a tough one.
He's six.
6, yeah? 6. What pushes it to like an 8 for you?
Fourth, okay. Not another 8th, not another 6th. Yeah, that's
okay.
all.
So
it's
6.
It's a 6
for now.
For 8.
Considering what he come into, he's done a pretty good job with getting you to 4th, and you're looking like you're going to get Champions League next year. So it's quite good compared to what you kind of with what Arsenal left with.
Yeah.
Although he's a club legend, but he didn't leave the club in the greatest of states.
Yeah.
Whereas now, 2 years on, you're thinking Arteta could become a world-class manager with time. If you give him time and the money and the backing from the board, he might. You never know. He might be.
Us.
Yeah. So
okay.
he's done very well considering what he come into.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let me ask you how you think he's done in his 2 years.
Arsenal fan, right? He came in. I wasn't too sure about him. What's it called? Coming under Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
But when he came in, and what's the FA Cup? That was quite good as well. I'll take that. FA Cup and the Community Shield. But what's it called? When he came in and let him build his squad, he's actually not doing too bad. When he brought in the Ramsdale, Tommy Yasu, Gabriel Martinelli, giving him minutes as well, scoring the other day.
Yep.
I think he's actually not done bad. I saw what's it called on the Instagram this morning. Yep. What would you rate Mikel Arteta's thing out of?
That's going to be my next question. What you rated his year over 2 years?
I'd give him a 7. I'd actually give him a 7.
Yeah.
I'd honestly give him a 7. He hasn't done too bad with the club. I genuinely think he's a good manager. I'm not going to lie to you. You just have to give him time, give managers squads to squad develop. I don't think he has done a bad job at all.
Nice. Let me get a score from you out of 10 over the 2 years. What would you give him?
I would say about a 7 as well, because it's fair. Because you got trophies, but obviously you're not where Arsenal should be, which is winning leagues. But you've done well.
Yeah.
So
Okay. What gets him? Sorry, to an 8-9 for you guys.
win the Prem.
Well, that's only a 9. What about you?
A Champions League spot, a comfortable Champions League spot. Obviously, this season, I reckon we could get Europa. I think we should comfortably get Europa this season. But in 2 years' time, I want to get Europa spots and challenge for like top 4, top 3, if that makes sense.
Mikel Arteta, the process has been spoken about so much in his 2 years. What have you rated his 2 years so far here at Arsenal?
I actually think it's been quite solid.
Yeah?
I think about an 8, I would say.
Okay.
Because his first year, he'd done the best with what he had. Because I think the club, after 22 years of Wenger, it wasn't really dealt with under Emery, ideally. But he'd done the best with what he'd gone in. He won us an FA Cup. But I think last summer was especially critical for him because it was his first big window, sort of coming out of COVID. And I think every signing, you can't really argue with the signings that he's had. I mean, they've all come into the team and they've all had a solid start. But I think he really needs to get us back to top 4, I think, for him to stay. But the one thing I will be critical of him is how he dealt with Ozil and Aubameyang.
Okay.
I sort of think...
Is there no way back for Aubameyang for you, do you think, from what you've seen from Mikel Arteta?
I think it's up to him. He always works hard, he always speaks highly of the club, but I just think when you've fallen out with the manager, it's sort of hard to play your way back in. But it's all down to him now. He's got to get his head down because he's obviously very outlandish with his sort of style, so I think he just has to walk away from the social media aspect, which he's done. I've not really seen him on there too much, but he just has to get his head down and keep working and prove that he deserves a start, because at the moment he's not getting in over our front three at the minute, I don't think. I just think it's about keeping consistency, because obviously we've played a lot more games than the other teams, but it's just about not dropping points where we can and just hopefully keep the momentum going.
It's been alright actually. First 2 years it's been excellent. He's obviously the young squad he's made. It's a lot more better than the previous squad we had, and we're making progress.
So there's a lot of things to like so far. Give me a rating out of 10 for his 2 years.
Well, we've had ups and downs recently. So I'll give him a 7 for what he's done.
Okay.
Young players like Emil Smith-Rowe, Saka, making progress.
Okay, it's a solid 7. I want to know what earns him another contract here at Arsenal Football Club. What do you want to see from him?
tactic-wise, I want to see it improve.
Yep.
And hopefully can sell a lot more players like Kolasinac and all that, so we can new players.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard from the fans here at the Emirates Stadium on match day. A lot of positivity around here. I love to see it. No one rated Mikel Arteta below a 5. It's all 7s and 8s and 1 6. Let me know in the comments below what you give Mikel Arteta for his 2 years. What rating would you give him? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Ask the Fans.